speed squats and max effort deadlift day. And I'm going to be implementing at least a couple little changes from the last wave, starting with the fact that I am wearing my stretchy pants, which is mostly because they're very comfortable, but also because when I ran the hack squats naked knee last weekend, I realized that how funky naked knee feels. So I figured the best choice for my speed work in the coming weeks is going to be to run it naked knee so I can get better at pushing into my actual knees. And in addition to the lack of sleeves, we're also going to be running the Elite FTS SS yoke bar today, which I'm not doing for me because Darrell is 2.5 weeks out from his meet, and I want to make sure that his elbows are fresh so we're not getting in the way of his bench peak. And to be clear, we are making absolutely zero special considerations for Joel's training today. And before we get to the work sets with 2 reds, a yellow, and a collar, I have no clue what this bar weighs.
Get yourself around a group of lifters who give as much of a shit about training as you do. I'm inviting you to join Team Activated, a community where you will find all of the support, education, and mentorship necessary to reach the highest levels that you can in this sport. Hit the link below.
And if you guys sign up before the end of September, you'll have a chance to win an Elite FTS American Camper Bar. And if you're a little bit late for that and sign up before the end of October, we got the big prize, Elite FTS SS Yoke Bar, coming to you. Yep.
There.
Pull. Yep. And I think the best part about the no knee sleeves call is that, number one, it felt super freaking foreign at first and very difficult to get to my knees. Number two, I figured out a little bit better knee loading, knee control towards the end. And the number 3 part that's really freaking neat is the better I was getting to my knees, the better I actually felt like my hips were working as well. So yeah, optimism high. Anyways, time to pull now, and let's all make fun of Joel for being a nerd and pulling sumo hook grip. And I'm doing the opposite of nerd because we're competing RPS in Florida, so I'm embracing the Florida man and pulling barefoot. Yep. And I think to make this work down here with the new leverages, I really need to focus everything I've got into having as hard of an ab contraction as I can to support the brace when I wedge in. That might have been one step closer to it. And the biggest thing I've learned the last couple of weeks is that I haven't earned the right to just follow Joel's warm-up jumps yet. So goal is to get some productive work in at the 265 kilo mark. And bad news is that felt totally fucked. But good news is that felt totally fucked in the way that I know what I need to be doing to fix it. And because that finally felt technically right, it made me realize that with the smaller waist, I need to develop more brace strength in order to maintain position. And at least half decent tool for that is some stiff bar block pulls. So game plan for the next little while at least is to run a descending block wave to get my shit together. And it's kind of counterintuitive, but because a block pull has less knee bend, it puts more hips and back into the lift. Which is exactly what it feels like my deadlift needs right now. And then the reason for the stiff bar is because the bar is stiff, it makes it just like infinitely shittier to break the bar off the blocks with the back and hips. So it's like really freaking good for developing wedge strength. And plan here is to run an old Ryan South protocol. So this week, gonna work up to a not super hard triple, do a couple repeats, lay the groundwork to then do a bigger triple next week. But let's watch Joel be a prick. Yep. Good. Yeah. He's just too good at everything. And I'm thinking 585 should be a good start point for this wave. Yeah, that's hard. Exactly where I wanted it to be. Because it's like everything except for like right there feels good to go. Which is giving me more ideas for later, but we got 2 more sets of this and Joel's going again. Good. Keep the hips. Yes. Okay, round 2. Yeah, still hard. Exactly where I want it to be. Okay, set 3 of 3. That one actually felt better. Very okay with that. And I think like the secondary benefit of running a descending block wave is hopefully gonna let me build up better habits on the wedge instead of doing the stupid pump, 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 go. Because pump, 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 go kind of feels wrong there, but because it's higher, I can practice like building that tension without as much repercussion. I think the biggest screw up with my training through the diet is I let the diet get in the way of pushing the stiff legs hard enough. So we're gonna fix that shit. No promises for today because it's week 1 and we gotta build the base, but we are going to build off of this base in the coming weeks. Yeah, very okay with set 1. Short rest in set 2, so we shall crank. And now that that's over with, more doing what's necessary. Because if mid back feels shitty, what's going to be better for me than some barbell rows? Zero expectations for reps here. We're just going to dig in. And if I were doing barbell rows for lats, I'd probably be doing them a little bit differently. But today, we are going for spine. So a little bit of body English, I'm going to be A-okay with. Okay, round 2 here. And the kind of goal is to like set my upper back and almost like wedge into the row like a deadlift, and then do the row off of that wedge. And I know I've been trying to be all like strict, hypertrophy bro, intentful with my pull downs lately, but what I've realized is my back feels way stronger when I do these like an asshole, so we're going back to doing these like an asshole. Yeah, that's the spot. Going a little bit more on the stack for set number 2. Not quite man enough for that Cole full stack, but we are going to get our way back there. Okay, that was heavy, but I'm okay with it. And I think I'm going to do something a little bit questionable for the glutes today, because I found this sucker in the corner of the gym. This is a knockoff, not the Chuck V one, so going to be slightly cautious to not drop plates on my toes. So far, so good. Feels a little sketchy, so we'll put the collar on and get to bending over. Needs more weight.
Okay. Trying to.
This feels very dangerous. But it is so much freaking glute. Holy shit. Satisfied customer. Utilizing the box to assist in setup. Okay, if I die, blame Joel. So much glute. I have no idea if this will be productive, but at least it feels hard and looks stupid. Video retention is going to be so high. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep that in, but it was at least fun. And I'm thinking right now, the best call for how the hips feel is going to be some cable hip flexor raises. But Charchuk was setting up on that guy, and I think that guy looks fun right now. And this is still most certainly touching the hip flexors, so we're fine. And a lot of how I feel right now is freaking pissed that deadlifts still feel like they are so far behind where I want them to be, where I think they should be. But it's like, it doesn't freaking matter where I think I should be, because this is where I am, and this is the reality for where deadlift technique and deadlift strength is following the cut. And now it is my freaking job to figure this shit out. And like, at least today, it felt like I was doing the right thing. It just wasn't strong enough to be done right. And because of that, I at least now have a path that I know can build me back towards being strong enough to actually do it right. So that part has me excited. And I think that the key thing to take home from this right now is like, I am frustrated. It is very, 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 very tempting at this point to just call Pizza Hut, order 3 fucking pizzas, pig out, and gain 40 pounds in a week, because I feel like if I just had my levers back, I'd be strong again. But I need to remember that the goal isn't to be strong again. The goal is to check off every single thing that I feel like I haven't yet accomplished in powerlifting, and having a good total at a low weight class is one of those things. So we are digging in and we are finishing this shit out. And like I was saying in yesterday's video, the difference between a great coach and a not very great coach is the great coaches have figured out how to make it through the hardship and have figured how to overcome obstacles in their training career, and they can apply those lessons to other lifters. And it's like, you can go through shit the hard way, but what really does help is having mentorship, having someone to talk to on these days. And like, today I was on my phone, like talking to Ryan Selk between sets, asking for advice, asking for what he thought I should do in this situation. And a lot of what he told me was stuff I already knew, but coming from someone that I trust and respect, and I know that he knows where I am, like having that voice made today feel a whole lot smoother when I really did just want to like punch the monolift or something stupid like that. And if you aren't lucky enough to have someone like Ryan that you can message when shit goes sideways, that's why I made Team Activated, because it is my way to try to help more of you, give you mentorship, to be able to talk you through your problems and help you when shit does feel like it's hit the fan, or you feel like you're stuck, you just don't know what to do. Having that voice that has been there and has experience and knows what it's like, having a bunch of lifters in the same place as you who are all pushing to get better, that is so freaking valuable. So if you are a new lifter, a new coach, a good lifter, a good coach, and you just want to get better, hit that link below, sign up for Team Activated, because we are here to make powerlifting a better place for everyone.